Colossians 3:23-24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. This is a good one because we can all relate to it. Everyone has had or currently has or will have a job that they do not like, be it the job itself or the people. I always tell people a job, in a very general sense, consists of two main components, that being the job itself, the work you're doing, and the people you work for and work with. Your coworkers and your boss, your clientele, if that applies. And sometimes the job itself can be burdening, but the people you work with make it tolerable. Other times, the people you work with can be irritating, but the job itself is rewarding and fulfilling enough to stay. Sometimes both components are great, and sometimes both are absolutely terrible, which makes going to work each day dreadful. I'm sure we've all been there to some degree, right? But as the verse says, at least as Christians, we are to do our work as if we're working for the Lord. That means doing it with excellence and integrity, regardless of the person or the circumstance. If the Lord was sat with you at work or stood beside you, would you be slacking off, right? Wouldn't you want to do your job well? Not necessarily from pressure, but rather with the desire to give him the glory he deserves, right? Through our work ethic and the work that we do at the workplace, and how we respond to things and how we interact with people as well. This is something I've been remembering and taking to heart because I've had plenty of jobs, right? I'm sure we've all had, where I'd much rather be somewhere else than that job, right? But we have to remind ourselves we're working unto the Lord. The reason why we work so hard is because we're doing it for Jesus, right? My work ethic has always been seen as being perfect, and nobody understands why I always borderline kill myself at any job I'm at, right? Everyone always pokes fun at me saying I work too hard, that I'm a perfectionist, that I take the job too seriously, when in reality, that should be the bare minimum, with a statement in mind that we're working unto the Lord, right? And with that too, it's totally fine if no one sees or recognizes the work that you're doing, because so long as you're doing your due diligence as far as with integrity and not holding anything back. Of course, balance is very important. You don't want to overheat or burn yourself out, but not receiving any kind of acknowledgement from those around you is fine, because again, so long as you're doing what you need to do to the best of your ability when you can, know that the Lord sees you and will reward you for it. It's not all about works, but it's just focusing on doing said works unto him, as opposed to, as the verse says, human masters, right? So remember that whenever you have a job that you'd rather not do, even if nobody there sees you or sees how hard you work, understand that God sees you and will reward you accordingly, as the verse says.